Supreme. They be like, yo, where Naga at? He ain't coming back on. I tell you, Naga be trying to be in that energy, not talk about it all the time. But I did want to come and talk about something because I heard somebody say some shit that didn't make no sense. And, I don't want to see my people go astray. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to stay on the right path because for the most part, y'all be tapping into the right energies and shit. So, there's no need to say nothing. It's just let it unfold on its own. Y'all get it. But this is about third density, fifth density, or dimensions, right? Hold on. Keep in mind, yo, every time man gets a hold of something, y'all try to make it suitable for the situation once you in. It's never going to be like that. And I know these things because I've actually seen it with my own two eyes, yo. So 3D is the version of how you see yourself from this dimension. So you can see things in front of you, but you only see them in a 2D aspect, right? You can walk up to it and walk around it, but you can't see past it, right? That's two dimensions. That's you and this, even though it's shaped in a three-dimensional aspect. The third dimension is when you can actually see it move like this all at once or see through it to see its whole dimension. That's like looking at a four-sided box. Instead of a square on a paper, you're looking at a four-sided box so you can see through it and understand that it's a box. Fourth and fifth dimension is dimensions that exist with outside of your normal dimension. So when you master the third dimension, like you can understand the motion of things around it. This is why you're not going to get there just yet. You don't even know what this dimension is before you talking about, oh, it's just going to be like this and everybody's going to be kumbaya. It has nothing to do with high vibrations, yo. Like, yes, you're rising, but you're rising to a platform. There's always going to be contrast on each platform, right? So you got to understand this. Your mastery is knowing. So when you know the distance around things without having to see it, just because you can feel its existence, it's like being familiar with grass, you know what I'm saying? And being familiar with a leaf or being familiar with the land you are or place you grew up. You can travel around it without knowing street signs and shit like that, like the back of your hand. The same thing with everything else in the world. You should know the access around things like a tree. You know what I'm saying? Like you should know these things by natural interpretation. You know what I'm saying? This should become your intuition. It should start to help your intuition build on a whole nother level. This is how you can see around corners, how you feel shit happening before it happens and stuff like that. So fourth and fifth dimension is you combining other dimensions with this dimension. So when you start to tap into fourth dimension, you'll start seeing shit. You'll see shit while you're in this dimension. It'll literally come out like this and in. You'll see it walk in and out of this dimension. That's fourth dimension. But you won't be able to see it in full totality. You'll see like clips of it, or it'll just manifest in front of you and you'll be able to see the whole thing around you. But it won't be cognate of you. It would not be cognate of you. Fifth dimension is when you literally see the fourth and the fifth dimension in this world together while you're simultaneously living in this world. That's fifth dimension. Yo, they like, we going to the fifth dimension. You don't even understand what the fifth dimension is. You literally will see, like, all right, they even speak about this in the Bible. And the only way they can speak about it is saying in the last days, the dead will walk the earth. That's the only way they can say it. You know why they had to say it that way? It's because the spirits never went nowhere in the first place. Everything in existence has to fill up with divine melanin. So if it died before the time that the earth filled up with divine neuromelanin, the essence of divinity, period, that rises everything to its highest aspect, then no, you're not going to get a chance to understand what that is. They died before their time. So just because they died, they still walking around. They spirits can't go home. Everybody be like, I know my people's in heaven. You don't know shit. You wish that. You wish your people was in heaven. Your people right here with you, 444 on the clock. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a fact. Everybody's still right here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's still right here for the most part, unless they put enough work in while they was here that they transcended their own energy. That's growing the spiritual energy. So No, that's what those things are. All right, in short understandings. That's the true understanding of what those are. You know what I mean? So that's when you know you tapping in the fifth dimension, because you're gonna be in mastery of what you're seeing. You're gonna understand it, that you're seeing other dimensions in this place. So you're not gonna even have a conversation with people. And if you get sharp with it, you'll start being able to interact with the fifth and the fourth dimension in real time. You know what I'm saying? Without them being able to see you, because your frequency is a key. It taps into other dimensions. So no, it ain't going to be no, oh, we're just going to be high vibrational and it's going to be the fourth dimension. It's just going to be the same, but no, the hell it's not. I was watching this shit. I was like, yo, what the fuck they talking about? Like, why is y'all telling people this bullshit? You already know the vibes, man. This Naga the wise. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the reason why I be knowing these things, because I had an opportunity to go through each class. Like, y'all hear me say a lot of times in my bills that when I meditate, I see a whole universe spinning in my head. And I don't have to try to see it. Like, I literally see real planets, the sun, the stars. I see all the real shit. And this whole coalesce. And it's spinning in real time like this. So while I'm watching it, I'm like, yo, I can see the dimensions of that. I can see the existence of it. It's showing me. That's just within my frequency. Like, that's in my energy. That's how much I pay attention to the surrounding things that are in my normal life. These are muscles that you're working. So if you don't master the muscle of the second dimension, which is what your eyes see, right? You're not even going to master your third dimensional consciousness. See, ain't nobody telling y'all how to see these things the right way. Y'all looking at dimensions as times and space that you're going to walk into, when in fact these are all conscious awarenesses. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though there is four dimensional existence here on this earth, you can't see it. That's like when you look at birds, you see birds moving fast, they chirping, they're like chirp, 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 and they bouncing around. You like, yo, that looks normal to you. That's what you think a bird is doing. If you was to slow the bird all the way down, you might be able to hear the conversation of it. They're living in a whole nother dimension, so they can communicate with their existence. Hummingbirds, they live in a different dimension. That's why they seem so fast to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, different things here in existence lives in different dimensions right around you, but it's adjustable for you to see it in an applicable way. This ain't normal science. What I'm telling you right now, ain't nobody gonna tell y'all this shit. Y'all too busy walking around trying to sound right. Everybody trying to, like, I be watching these little, the end of the world and the lights in the sky and the aliens. But shut the fuck up. I be like, yo, I be wanting to smack the shit out of some of these. I be like, yo, they don't even know. They don't even know. They just grabbing attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't even know. And this shit be wild to me. I be like, y'all don't even know, but y'all want to grab all the attention in the world. Like, that's not what it is, yo. It's just not what it is. And you'll understand this as you get along, because things will happen and you'll be like, what is that? There's no need to question it when it's literally something you've been asking for. You know what I'm saying? Like, that something step out of the second dimension and show you a full third dimensional aspect of it. This is you starting to comprehend that. You having conscious awareness of everything in your surrounding is three-dimensional, but you haven't mastered that yet because you don't know what's happening around the house. You don't know what's happening down the street yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, and fourth dimensional is you being able to get an access of that first dimension stepping into your third dimension. So you might see things that's not cognate of you, but you're cognate of it. That is you grabbing hold of the frequency. Fifth dimension is you being able to interact or see both fourth and fifth dimension in this dimension while you're here without anybody else being cognate of what you're seeing. That's what that is. All right, so this is why people been seeing premonitions and ghosts and all that shit, because they already been tapped into the fourth dimension. They like, yo, we going there. Nah, people already been doing this shit for a long time. This ain't new. You know what I'm saying? It's just how you comprehend it and what you think you're looking at. Naga the wise.